गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम्। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैक कर्मणे। 15th verse, page 130. परोक्षा च परोक्षेति विद्या द्वेधा विचारजा तत्रा परोक्ष विद्याप्तो विचारोऽयं समाप्यते। अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेद्वेद परोक्ष ज्ञानमेव तत्। अहं ब्रह्मेति चेद्वेद साक्षात्कारस्य उच्यते। तत्साक्षात्कार्य सिद्ध्यर्थम् आत्मतत्त्वं विविच्यते। येनायं सर्वसंसारात् सद्य एव विमुच्यते। सद्य एव विमुच्यते। We were seeing that the problem of Jeev is the sense of reality in the changing eye and the localization of the I. Instead of understanding that there is I am the unchanging I and I am the non-limited I, it thinks I am changing I and I am limited I. These two misconceptions constitute the avidya, and this avidya will go only by knowledge or vidya. So what shall we do? Go and have the inquiry so that you can be clear of the mithyatva of the changing I and mithyatva of the localization of I. So Jagat mithyatva and Jiv mithyatva nischay. And third is Atma Anante Nischay. So there are three projects. You have to ascertain the falseness of the changing I. Secondly, you have to assert the falseness of the world. And thirdly, assert the oneness of the self or oneness of the Adhar Chaitanya. This is the 3-point program. So, what shall we do? So, infinite nature of the consciousness and false nature of the changing I and false nature of the world. Then how to go ahead with this? How to ascertain this? Should I stop thinking and stop the mind? Should I just go into meditation? Swan Sarva said, no. You need not have the cessation of thought for the knowledge of the self. Vedanta is not for cessation of thought. It is just like you go in a room and there are 10 mirrors and you see 10 figures, and some mirror is big, some is small. So, some are concave, some are convex. You saw somewhere clear picture, you saw somewhere big picture, you saw somewhere distorted picture. Is it that I have to remove all the mirror to know that I alone am? Or should I close my eyes to understand that this is not me? You have just to understand that this I in the mirror is false. Nothing more you have to work on. You need not close your eyes. Neither you need to remove all the mirrors to know that you alone are and all these pictures in the mirror are false. You only know the nature of the mirror. You know your own nature. That you cannot be two, you are one. You don't have to do anything very extra. Then what shall we do? So you need not stop your mind. You need not go into silence. These words are very popular, but people don't understand the meaning. Well, I'm observing silence. Okay, you observe silence, but what is the silence? Is it absence of sound that you are calling silence? And if you are calling the absence of sound as silence, So what sadhana you are doing? Are you observing the silence, absence of sound? You are enjoying silence. If you are enjoying silence, you are enjoying inertness. As sound is inert, absence of sound is also inert. And how long you will enjoy inert silence? How can your vasana be silent just because you are surrounded by silence? No, I'm not. That is not, but I'm saying that silence means the absence of thought is silence. How long you can keep your thought as absent? Thought will definitely emerge. And supposing also you don't have thought for a certain time, then the thought which will come out at a due time, what will you do with that thought? Again the mind will project its aham and idam nature. Again finite I will definitely be there. And on the top of that you will have fear that nobody should disturb my mind now. Because I have observed, I made the mind very quiet. And a quiet mind is equal to me. That is a problem. You are saying I am a quiet mind. I have a quiet mind. I am very, very quiet. So how long you can go? So sense of finitude won't go away by that. World is real, of course real. And your limited self is real, of course real. So Jeev is still real. Jagat is still real. How can you still have this joy and fulfillment? And therefore, Vedanta says that don't aim at, these are the ways, they are the means. You need a silent environment, you need a silent mind. But this is just a route towards knowing that mind and world and reflected consciousness, all three, RC, RM, and the world, they don't have any substantiality. They are not substantial, they are not real. So, Paramatma avasheshopi tat satyatva vinishchaya. We had seen that. I'm not saying that this sadhana is not okay, don't misunderstand me. There is a sadhana of solitude also. Rather, one who is on the Gyan marg, he needs more solitude. Vivikta desha sevitvam aratir jan samsade. Gita has said. 18th chapter Bhagavan says, Vivikta sevi laghvashi yat vak kaya manasa dhyan yoga paro nityam vairagyam samupashyadah. Bhagavan has said, for a seeker of meditation to avoid a very active interactional life. Arurukshor munir yogam shama karanam uchyate yogarudasya tasyaiva shama karanam uchyate. Arurukshor munir yogam karma karanam uchyate yogarudasya tasyaiva shama karanam uchyate. He should be quiet now. Then he says in the same chapter, Yogi yunjid satatam atmanam rahasi stitah. He should be again in solitude. Ekaki. Ekaki means not with kaki. So ekaki. Yat chittatma. Ekaki के साथ मत रहिए आप. एकाकी यत चित्तात्मा त्यक्त सर्व परिग्रह. So Bhagavan has said in everywhere it is said. It is not that this is said in Gita. In Upanishads also. Vivikta Desh has been mentioned. Ekante Sukham Asyatam. In Sadhana Sopan or Sadhana Panchkam it is said. I'm not saying. But ekant is required to fix this mind on this knowledge of self. It is not the main goal that you have to live in solitude, then only you will be able to stop your mind. Stopping the mind was not the purpose. Stopping the mind is not the goal of Vedanta. ठीक है ना? So this was said, न जगत विस्मृतिर नो चेत जीवन मुक्तिर न संभवेत. So Jagat Vismriti is not possible all the time. And therefore, this is the difference between Yoga Sutra and Vedanta. Yoga emphasizes on Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And Vedanta does not emphasize on Samadhi. Vedanta emphasizes on knowledge. And that knowledge which should not be lost or forgotten, or it is not something which I have not kept in my mind all the time. So we saw that 14th verse. Then two kind of vidya was mentioned. I am repeating it. Please don't think that we are undermining ekant. I am not saying that. There are two kind of, both go to different extreme. Some say there is no need, some say we will be there only. It is required, ekant vas is required. Everywhere glory of ekant has been mentioned. But this is only for the seeker of Jnana Yoga. So I told also yesterday that Dhyana Yoga before Jnana is for Jnana Yogita Prapti, to get qualification. And after the knowledge, Dhyan is for Jnana Nishtha. It is for firm abidance. And therefore, Vidvat Sannyas is given. Vividisha Sannyas is there for knowledge of the self, for Shravan and Manan. But supposing somebody has done sufficient listening and sufficient reflection, he says, now I need to go in some quiet place where virodhi vritti are not there. Because when you live with lot of people, lot of thoughts are impinged upon you. There is somebody throws a thought, and because I am in the field of action, not that they are doing wrong, because I don't have that mind which can contemplate. I need action environment, and therefore we need a environment in which invokes my doership. And therefore, if you are not in ekant, then people will ask you something, maybe not ask you something irrelevant, or you will ask some person, because everybody's talking vasana is very strong. So he talks a lot. And everybody's hearing vasana is also very strong. I want to hear, let's see. क्या फोन लगाओ देखें क्या बात है. Let's call him. Why? Just like that. Everybody is seeing vasana is very strong. Let me see something. So, to get out of this unnecessary thought pattern in my mind, the scriptures very strongly recommend the seeker of meditation, not a seeker of karma yoga, seeker of meditation or the seeker of very high level of bhakti yoga, that you better live, or at least for some time go in a system which does not demand any attention. Neither you have to demand any attention. Understood, no? This will be required. I give the example, as the tiles are fixed in the room, the tiles require nobody should walk over that for 1 day, 2 days, so that it gets fixed. Because it is not in a state If you walk, it will move away, and the very structure will be disturbed, and that will become firm. So therefore, it is said, don't be there. But after it is firm, it is not that you should not walk for whole life. Even elephant can go. So the tiles won't disturb. Only elephant will disturb the tile. So, how can elephant enter that? No, not a problem is. Like in your room, elephant cannot enter. Door is too small. But this room it can enter. Door is bigger. But normal room, elephant cannot enter. Cow can enter. Cow or calf can enter. What are you talking? Where is elephant coming here? No, just I am clarifying. Where is elephant coming here? So, I'm just saying that don't undermine solitude. And also saying, don't overemphasize solitude. Give its due place. Give its due place. Don't unnecessarily glorify too much. Why? Because if you are a student of Karma Yoga, solitude will kill you. You will go into depression. I have seen those people who live alone and those who are not very good seeker. Very distorted personalities there. Cranky kind of person. Because they have nothing to do in that. Solitude is for some purpose. You study, you do some work. Because they go into some kind of shell. क्या करेंगे भाई? So, it is for your sadhana. You are not fit to be in that area for a long time. You think you can be there. But you cannot be there. You have Rajoguna. You have Tamoguna. You will sleep. And nobody is there to ask you why you are sleeping. We need a system where people are there, at least you are answerable. People will keep on asking why you are there, where you were, why you are sleeping, what happened. You feel also what others will say, let me get up. It is already 7:30. What others will say if I don't come. Something pressurizes, you need a pressure from outside. You are not that self-disciplined that you can manage yourself by yourself. And therefore, you need some people around you to keep you on your tender hooks. Huh? So you are not, and you are not fit for meditation also. Because you have not done sufficient any sadhana. Sitting itself will be a challenge for you. So, but supposing you have heard a lot, and the thirst comes for, I should not forget, so I am now internalizing. You should go into a good solitude life. This is little advanced student. And who is that student? Who is like that? Prashantatma vigatabhihi brahmachari mane sthitah brahmachari vrate sthitah manas sanyamya macchittah yukta asit matpara 14 shlok 6th chapter. He is naturally, all vasanas have gone in him or minimized or non-pressurizing vasanas are there. That is called prashantatma. Vigad bhihi, he has no fear of losing something. Brahmachari vrate sthitah, he is abiding in the vrat of brahmacharya. Controlled life is there. Well, in solitude, mobile signal is there or not? Or I eat walnut, very like it in solitude. No. Because solitude will be at a place where market is not there. And I need almonds every day. Almonds are over. Now we have to go to the city from that solitude area, which may be 5 hours, 7 hours. Rather than what to eat. Good, you told I won't go. So, Prashant Atma Vigad Bhi. Brahmachari. Vigad Bhi, you will have fear, nobody is with me. Tiger may not come. Snake may not be there because the snakes etc. are there where nobody is there. Only I think I'm here better. I close my room and that leave my solitude. Prashant Atma, Vigad Bhi. Brahmachari Vratestita. Now I'm telling them practical problems. When Swamiji was there, he was in Uttarkashi. And now his problem, asthma started and all the problem. He said, there are no doctors proper. He came in Delhi then. Only to go, you don't get proper hospital, proper doctors there. And Delhi, at least within half an hour, 1 hour, you can get some doctor. At least I can see the doctors here. He must be 60 plus. So you have to have another personality. Prashantatma vigadbhihi brahmachari vrate sthita manasanyamya machitta. Because sometimes a person, this brahmachari, brahmacharni or any seeker, sometimes he feels, I'm not in solitude, You're not fit. You think God will not keep you in under-evolved system if you are over-evolved. There is a God also. Don't think God will do injustice with you. Don't worry. When you will be there, God will pluck you from the system and plant you there. Manasanyamya matchitta yuktasit matpara. You have controlled mind. You can sit for 5 hours, 7 hours like that. Are you repeating it? This is after listening and understanding Vedanta. This is for Gyan Nishtha. But closing the eyes, and that is the goal, that is not at all the goal. I hope you have understood this point. It has its own place. And you need not be forever. Once you have Gyan Nishtha, you can depend on what Ishwar wants from you. He may want you be there, you be there. You may want you come down, you come down. He may want you be in the crowd. Depends upon your prarabdha. But making this Jagat Smriti no chet Jivan Mukti nirna sambhavet. How will be anybody with Jivan Mukt? Because if he is all the time, if not absence of the experience of the world is equal to realization, this is a wrong equation. It is not the absence of the experience of the world, it is the absence of experience of reality of the world that is called realization. Experience of the world, non-experience of the world is not the problem. Experience of the falseness of the world is there. We have experience of truthfulness of Jeev Jagat. I have experience of falseness of the world. Therefore, Gita has said, Pashyan, Shranvan, Sprshan, Jagran, Ashnan, Gachan. Why Bhagavan has said, walking, talking, that means he is a person who is interacting. Why Gita has said, Karmanya abhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. Even he is heavily involved in action, still he is not acting. In 4th chapter, if you have remembered, Karmanya abhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. Then he says, Karmani akarmaya pashet. One who sees in action, in the action, that means he is doing the action also. All the lakshana of sthit pragya tells that he is not living in solitude. Yasman no dvijite loka, lokan no dvijite chaya. Who is not disturbed by word? Anapeksha shuchir dakshaha. So these understand that. Don't hallucinate that, because of mission I cannot go to solitude. Don't have such kind of funny ideas. You are overestimating your capacity. You are overestimating either you don't know your mind. You'll become cranky kind of person. Already you are slightly. So, paroksha cha aparoksha. And when God will take you, you go there. First serve everybody, purify yourself, live with people, conquer anger, conquer expectation, conquer calm, conquer the vasanas, cleanse your mind of vitteshna, putreshna, lokeshna. Let the pressure of the vasanas dissolve in you. Do sadhana, do puja, do archana. In few years, if you are prepared, God will take you somewhere or He will give you a way. Don't worry about that. Like you don't want somebody should interfere in my work, God also doesn't want you should interfere in my work. You are making a food and somebody comes in the kitchen and starts saying, you say, please don't disturb me, let me work. See, this is God's work. Your work is to surrender and pray and please the whole world. Purify. Now, how to get this knowledge? Paroksha Gyan and Aparoksha Gyan. Study if you remember. Paroksha cha aparoksha iti vidya dvedha vicharaja. If you remember that, this topic we were seeing. Tatra aparoksha vidyaptau vicharoyam samapyate. When you have aparoksha Gyan, then your knowledge will be culminated or completed, not finished. Don't use the word finish. But a knowledge will be finished. So, tatra aparoksha vidyaptau vicharoyam samapyate. Well, how will I get the knowledge? Any knowledge is known only by pramana. More you know about this aspect, more you will understand that Vedanta is not one of the philosophies. Like all other philosophy, Vedanta is one philosophy. We don't agree with that. Vedanta is a pramana, not one school of philosophy. Because the school of philosophy is propounded by somebody at certain time. I am seeing eyes is not a philosophy. Eyes are pramana. It is not one of the philosophy that eye is a philosophy. One of the eye is a pramana. So Vedanta is a pramana. To know the nature of self. So this is called Shastra Praman Vakyam. So this Shastra Praman will generate the Vedantic knowledge called Vidya. Vidya will always come by Pramana. Like I have the knowledge, this is the yellow flower. It has come from operating Netra Pramana. This tea is very hot. It is by operating the Rasanendriya Pramana. You are operated the Pramana. So, this aparoksha and paroksha jnanam, indirect and direct, will be known only by Shastra Pramana. You have heard that no other Pramana will work because all Pramana are based on Pratyaksha Pramana. And Atma is not Pratyaksh. Pratyakshena anumityava hi. There is one shlok I had mentioned it. Pratyakshena anumityava yastu payo labhyate. Remember that. That which is not known by Pratyaksha and Anuman Pramana. Enam vidanti vedena tasmad vedasya vedata. This Sayanacharya said in his commentary. That which is not known by Pratyaksha and Anuman Pramana. That will be known by Ved Praman, and this is the Vedata of the Ved. Pratyakshena anumityava yastu payena vindate tasmad enam vidanti vedena tasmad vedasya vedata. So this is known by, because all pramana are based on pratyaksh pramana. And Atma is not pratyaksh, means front of eyes. Atma is not a drishya. So the praman for Atma is the Shastra or Ved praman. So Shastra praman generates the paroksha jnana and also generates the aparoksha jnana. Then what is paroksha jnana? So 16 shlok it was said here. Asti brahmeti chedveda paroksha jnanam evcha aham brahmeti chedveda sakshatkara sauchyate. 16 shlok means one is called paroksha jnana, means asti brahma, inverted comma. Brahma is there. Like I say, Purnamadah. Bole Brahma is there. I believe there is Brahman. You believe? How is Brahman? Bole Desh Kal Aparichinnat Tattvam Brahmatvam. That which is not having the boundary of Kal and Desh is called aparoksha jnana. Very good. Understood, no? This is called paroksha jnana. Sorry, not aparoksha. Paroksha jnana. There is Brahman is there. Atma karke hai kuch. Kuch to hai Atma mein. I believe in Brahman. You understood? 100%. You have no doubt. Why should there be doubt? There is Brahman. There is the world should come from Brahman. Because world has existence and therefore world has to come from Brahman. And Taitri says, Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti abhisambhishanti iti. Taitri also says, Etasmad atmana akasha sambhutah. So from where the whole world is come is Brahman. Mundak says, Etasmad jayate pranaha manas sarvendriyani cha kham vayur jyotirapah prithvi vishwasya dharani. So Brahman to hai, one is Brahman. Brahman is there. मतलब कैसा Brahman है? बोले it is not having time and space. This is called paroksha jnana. Are you firm? Very firm. Somebody says Brahman is not there, he is wrong. This is paroksha jnana. But see the word asti brahmiti chedveda paroksha jnanam evtat. 16 shlok, second line. Aham brahmeti chedveda. Bole, but that Brahman you are. Bole, acha. Bole, first part was easy, that Brahman is there. Now Asmi Brahman is difficult. Asti Brahman is easy. Bole, how can I be the cause of the world? No, but it was said there. So by which you know that Brahman is existing is called Avantar Vakya. And by which you know Brahman I am is called Mahavakya. One is intermediary statement, other direct statement. Avantar Vakya will tell that Brahman is there. And Mahavakya will tell that Brahman I am, not Asti, Asmi. Asti brahmeti chedveda paroksha jnanameva tat aham brahmeti chedveda sakshatkara sauchyate. This is called sakshatkar. Sakshatkar means aparoksha jnana here. Sakshatkar is called interview in English. Aparoksha jnana. I am Brahman. Lakshyarth. This is 16. Asti iti ev uplabdhavya tattva bhavena chobhayoho. It is not here. Don't see there. This is from Kathopanishad. So, Asti Brahmeti. Understood, no? So, like, it is easier to believe Ishwar is there. But I am Ishwar, bole, I cannot believe that. I can see that God is there, but I am that God. Or a sense of God is me. That I can't understand. Acha. I hope you are understanding this. Paroksha Gyan and Aparoksha Gyan. It is easier because here the challenge is that in all other sciences there is something called, now there is a phoenix is there. Understood? Phoenix, where is it? Well, yes, he can say high when you say you go straight. Keep on going. And N2. You go straight. N2 is there. Yes, you keep on going straight. And then you return left. Where I know? It will be written. It is written where you return. I'll land up in Phoenix. Yes, you will land up in Phoenix. It will be written which N is there. No, N2 will continue. Don't. If you change, that is not N2. Different road will come. Then where you have to go? Question is, don't ask a silly question. So you turn left. See, I'm very bad in geography, but so by knowing you are not going to go there. Just because you know where is Phoenix, you are not going to reach Phoenix. You take your car or take somebody and you have to keep going there. So, Gyan will always be with the karma. I know how to cook, but that won't give you food because you have to cook. Knowing will not at all satiate the hunger. You have to cook and eat, then you will be there. Why? Because what you are knowing is different than you. Cooking is not you, Phoenix is not you. That by knowing Phoenix, you will be reaching Phoenix. You will become Phoenix. Vedanta Gyan is the only Gyan where knowing is equal to being. You don't have the knowledge, you are knowledge. You are not having a knowledge. Objectively, you have the subjective knowledge. So if somebody has Paroksha Gyan and not the knowledge, that means his knowledge is yet incomplete. So first it was said that Brahman is there. But after knowing, how can he say that Brahman is there? If you say Brahman is consciousness and Brahman is infinite, believe, bole, I believe it. You believe it is not in Desh and Kal, bole, I believe it is infinite. You believe it is consciousness? Yes, I believe it is consciousness. Then your consciousness and Brahman consciousness, how can that be different? Well, but I am in body. No, you are unnecessarily believing you are in body. You are not in body. If you are in body or you are body, then you will not be drishyam. You are consciousness. Bole, I am conscious. No, you are not conscious. You are consciousness. What is the difference between that? Consciousness reflected in the body, mind will be conscious. You are not conscious because you are not reflected. You are not reflected consciousness. You am consciousness. I am consciousness. Then what shall I do? Don't do anything. Understand. What understand? Understand that what you said, that the Brahman is the cause of the world. That means it doesn't have time and space because time and space has come on that. How can it be inert? Okay, then you are that Brahman. You cannot be other than Brahman because Brahman itself will become finite if you are different than Brahman. So if somebody has paroksha jnana, he is just on the way. He is strong jnana. If somebody knows, do you know this little? That means he doesn't know. That's dangerous rather. Because you don't know what he will do with that little knowledge. If you know little Hindi, it's dangerous. It's risky. Like I'll give you one word. One word is called वो गुजर रहे थे. गुजर रहे थे means he was going. गुजर रहे थे बोले यहाँ से गुजर रहे थे चले गए वो. गुजर रहे थे. गुजर रहे थे means he was passing from this place. लेकिन गुजर गए means death. बोले गए नहीं. अब you have to say वो चले गए. तो while he is going कैसे गुजर रहे थे. लेकिन गुजर गए, it doesn't mean he has left. That means he has passed away. बोले तो गुजर गए कब के? Because you don't know, this problem will start. So if you don't know the Brahman, then that will be a problem actually, because you are misunderstanding. There is nothing called I have no knowledge. It is a wrong knowledge you will have. I don't know you. It's not like that. I will start speculating something about you. It so happens sometimes I generally come on the puja right time, 5 o'clock or 4:30 earlier. Supposing I am not coming someday, it is 5:45. They are panicking here. It has happened. Now Tanamika's mom also got nervous. Koshki also got nervous. What has happened? You remember that? You are also there, sir. Acha. It had happened that someday, I slept at 3 o'clock or 3:40 to sleep. I couldn't get up. So then, door is closed, light is off. They say, what is not well? What happened? You start speculating something which is not at all there. Swamiji is there or not there? What is the problem? Huh? There is no, they call sometime and phone also is not answering. So son, they will knock the window. Swamiji, out of anxiety. Because you have no knowledge, so you start having a wrong knowledge. So paroksha jnana will not give you any, you will become little literate in spirituality, but it will be little difficult for you. Therefore it should convert into aparoksha jnana. And mostly, please note my point, what I am saying here. I know about Brahman, I know about Atma. And I also know, supposing I say that Atma is Brahman, supposing you say. But I don't have any experience. It doesn't give me feeling of limitlessness. Then also it is paroksha jnana only. You are convinced Atma is there and Brahman is there. And you are also convinced Atma is Brahman. But my Atma is Brahman, that I don't understand. And therefore, let us see now. I hope you are understanding that. So don't be satisfied by paroksha jnana. Because it won't sort out your problem. The problem is of misunderstanding myself as a jiva, or as a doer, or as an enjoyer, or as a body, as a relative, as a father, as a mother, as insulted, as a honored, as a dishonored person. You are misunderstanding yourself, and you are misunderstanding, and you will keep on misunderstanding. Misunderstanding in I is called sorrow. 17th shloka I think I have read. Tat sakshatkar siddhyartham I had read. So for the aparoksha jnana, atma tattvam vivichyate. Atma tattvam, there is analysis. There is a discrimination of the nature of self. So Atma Sakshatkar Siddhyartham. Atma Sakshatkar is another name of aparoksha jnana. Don't think it is something else. Sakshatkar. साक्षात मीन्स डायरेक्टली. साक्षात हमने देखा इसको. I saw directly. साक्षात. That means medium-less knowledge about self is sakshatkar. Interview is called sakshatkar in Hindi. I am going for interview. That means I am going for sakshatkar. Means the interview will be in front of you. Interview will be in front of you. You are sitting here and he is sitting there. And he can ask you any question. Eye to eyes in front of the chair. You must have faced certain interviews if you are applying for job, etc. Supposing he is having coffee and you are sitting, he will ask you, what is before you? So you should not say coffee, you should say tea. Kriti understood little late. Don't say coffee. Understood? She did not understand. Huh? That sakshatkar, medium-less knowledge of the self. I always see with the medium of thought. I see only reflected eye. I only see with the medium of time and space, medium of body, medium of action, medium of enjoyment. We are all the time with medium of likes and dislikes. I don't like you, I like you a lot. I am working a lot today. All are medium. Remove work, remove bhog, remove world and see what you are as per the scripture. So tat sakshatkar siddhyartham atma tattvam vivichyate. Yen ayam samsarad, yen means because of which all world sadhya e vimuchyate. You will be free from all worldliness. Worldliness means going from one reflected eye to another reflected eye. And reflected eye opens its shop. उसकी एक shop है. All in the mind. I don't like this, I like this, I have so much of work, I can't do this, I can do this. I am very happy, he is not happy, I am on, he always upsets me. This is all this set of false eyes are the shop of this Jeev. False eyes. That day he gave me lot of love. That day, that birth, I belong to his, that means my father. She is my mother. She is my mother-in-law. So many reflected eyes are there. Yenayam sarva samsarat sadhya eva vimuchyate. This is establishing the glory of aparoksha. Glory of aparoksha. Paroksha you will meet on the way. Via. Well, I want to come here in Chatsworth and see you. But you stopped in Karbastan. Or you stopped in ISKCON. Or you stopped, supposing, in Bangladesh market. That was on the way. That is not me. Then what shall I do? Yen ayam sansarat sadhya. Yen ayam means this Jeev, this seeker. Samsarat, from the world. Sadhya sadhya means immediately. Vimuchyate. So just supposing somebody has no work and no vasana. He doesn't have any. So immediately he will have the knowledge. He doesn't have to purify the mind then to have knowledge. Next few words. So this, if you remember, Sanshep Vivaran is over till 17th verse. From 18th, Vistar is starting now. Vistar means expansion. can remember that. Now what is Vistar? Let's now see. Kutastho Brahma Jivesho Ityevam Chitchaturvidha Ghatakasha Mahakasho Jalakashabrakhe Yatha. So he is introducing four aspects. One is called Kutastha, other is called Brahma, third is called Jiva, fourth is called Isha. Chit, Chit means consciousness, is four categories. What is that? At an individual level, the Drishta is called Kutastha. Be careful. Individual level Drishta is called Kutastha. At the cosmic level, the cause of the world, Drishta at the cause of the world, or the cause of the world which is without the Deshkal Parichinnata, is called Brahma. Brahma. At the individual level, the same kutas reflected in the thought is called Jiva. At the cosmic level, same Brahman reflected in the Maya is called Isha. So four aspects are there. Four aspects. And this four aspect is explained through the example. What example is there? Ghatakash Mahakashau Jalakash Brakhe Yatha. There is a pot, and pot is empty. So there is something called Ghatakash, space in the pot. And there is something called Mahakash, outside space is there. Four Akash you will see. Then I fill the pot with the water. There is something called Jalakash, reflection of the space in the water. This is the third one. And there is, I hope you are understanding, reflection of space in the water. Reflection of the space in the water is at the same place where the Ghataka, space in the pot is there. Space in the pot and reflection of space in the pot, both are different, but at the same place. And there is something called Meghakash. What is Meghakash? The reflection of space in the cloud droplets. The reflection of space in the cloud droplets, not crowd, cloud droplets. So, two are without reflection and two are with reflection. The Katakash and Mahakash are without reflection. And the water, space reflected in the water in the pot and space reflected in the water in the cloud. So water, space reflected in the water in the pot is called Jalakash, and space reflected in the cloud is called Meghakash. So Ghatakash, Mahakash, Jalakash, Meghakash. Four Akash are there. If anybody has four children, he can put names. Easy to remember. He is saying, dhyan dena. Now four aspects. One was Kutas, other was Brahman, third was Jeev, fourth was Ishwar. I hope you are understanding. I told you Vedanta Swami has his own inimitable style. You will never see anywhere. You only see Ghatakash and Mahakash. But to bring Jalakash and to bring Meghakash, that is difficult to get anywhere. So you can see Jalakash. If you move supposing in the night is there. And in the night, the reflection of the space is in the water. And if you move the pot, so you can see the moon is reflecting, that is Jalakash. But you cannot see Meghakash. Don't worry, I want to understand Vedanta. I want to see reflection of the space in the cloud, therefore I want to go for a flight. You cannot go there. That is Anuman. Through Anuman only you can know that there was a reflection. Now let us see. I hope you are catching, you are along with me and along with the text. Get tuned to the text also. Otherwise, text is somewhere, I am somewhere. I'm there only where? Chitrapat. That my mind is only on the canvas because I like painting here. They are gone ahead now. Move ahead. Only by the time you understand, they move ahead. No, you understand so that you can understand bigger things. Okay. Now let us see 19th verse. Ghatavachinna ke neeram yattatra pratibimbitah sabra nakshatra akashah jalakasha udiryate. Ghata avachin khe. This is not nakhe. बोले नाखून में जो रिफ्लेक्टिव नहीं है. सो घटावच्छिन्न khe. This khe, actually the words are different here. So they are different, it's appear one. So after ghatavachinna there should be a space. Ghatavachinna khe. That ghatavachinna khe neeram yattat pratibimbitah. That space which is reflected in the water in the pot. Achha. The space, I already explained that he is saying. Sabra nakshatra akasha. Sabra means abrahi nakshatrahi sah vartate. Sabra, a space along with the cloud and a star. That is called space along with the cloud and a star. Cloud is also there, star is also there. And that is reflected in the water in the pot. So, Sabra Nakshatra Akasha Jalakash Udiryate. That is called Jalakash. I hope you are clear about it. Clear? नहीं clear हो? हाँ? Second line. Sabra nakshatra abraihi nakshatraihi sah vartate. Sabra nakshatra. Abra means cloud and nakshatra means star. So that space in the water which is along with the cloud and star. So cloud is also reflected and star is also reflected in the water in the pot. So this space is called Jalakash. This is called Jalakash Udiryate. This is called Jalakash. Then next. Mahakashasya madhyeyat megha mandalamikshate pratibimbataya tatra meghakasho jale stitah. So Megh Mandalam, there is a rain belonging to the cloud. Megh Mandal. In that vast stretch of cloud, there is a reflection of the total space. Pratibimbataya, ittam bhavitridya. In the form of pratibimb is there. That is called Meghakash. Meghakash. Please note what is said here. The sky is reflected in the cloud particles which is in infinite measure in the condensed cloud. The cloud, very big, vast stretch of cloud is there, stretching up to kilometers. And in that lot of small droplets of water is there, shining. Therefore clouds are shining. In that shining waters, there is a reflection of the total space. This is called Meghakash. That was Jalakash. This is called Meghakash. Mahakashasya madhyayat मेघमंडल मीक्षते प्रतिबिंबितया तत्र मेघाकाशो जले स्थित. मेघाकाश, मेघ प्रतिबिंबित आकाश. अच्छा, such water exists in the well, you go and see. मेघांश रूपमुदिकम् तुषाराकार संस्थितम् तत्र ख प्रतिबिंबोऽयम् नीरत्वादनुमीयते. So megh amsh rupam udukam. The cloud is formed with very small particles of water in. Therefore it rains. If the cloud didn't have water, how will it rain? Tushar akar. Tushar means small particles, white, like shining, icy. Tatra kha pratibimboyam niratvat. So there is anumiyate. There is anuman that there is a reflection of the space in the cloud, in that water, in that droplets of the water. Same thing what I said is explained here by Vidyananda Swami. Boli, okay, I understood that. What you understood? I understood Ghatakash, I understood Mahakash, and I understood Jalakash, I understood Meghakash. But why you are telling this? What are corresponding to four things? And four things were two at the micro level, two at the macro level. Kutastha and Jeev was at the micro level, and Maha and the Brahman and the Ishwar was at the macro level. So what they will do, you understand? Kutastha will be equated to Brahman, and these two reflections will be falsified, and therefore only Brahman is there. This will be said. And this will be called aparoksha, which we will see tomorrow. Om Om Om. Hari Om. Om. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.